brace yourselves, fasten your seatbelts, because this is a quarter-final worthy of a final. Aditya Ruhela with the serve. Here we go, in the com box, alongside me, Sarthak, I've got Chinmay. And we really don't have to say it's going to 3 because it's written all over it.
I really want to know what you've had on your way down, because you've come back up with a new lease of life and energy. Loving the vibe back in the com box. Energy is up. I would imagine that you know both these guys personally, seen their journey quite closely. Spoke to them quite a bit downstairs. I can see the excitement. Can you pick favorites between these two?
Genuinely can't. I would love to say, but I mean, it's just so impossible to choose one because that's how it's been. It's like the, I mean, it's a massive comparison. I wouldn't say that they would be in the same sort of a comparison belt, but they could be the Nadal Federer of pickleball in India. That's how good this rivalry could become when it comes to Indian pickleball.
Spicy stuff there, buddy, but unfortunately right now looks pretty one-sided, but like I said, it's very, very early days. 4 points means nothing, and we've seen that time and time again. So just a little break taken there, trying to stop the momentum.
"15 seconds. Receiver, you have 1 timeout remaining. Server, you have 2. Time in. 4-0.
Armaan now with the opportunity to serve.
0-4.
You actually introduced us yesterday. Seems like a young lad full of confidence and moves quite well, quite agile, and has quite the voice on him as well. Good to see a little aggression. We've been missing that all day. I think it picked up a little when the men's category started. We're done with the bromance here. There we go, there we go. In the face sort of celebration. Not stopping his eye contact, and he screams out in excitement. We'll have to see. 5-0 looks difficult to come back from, but again, early days.
Those roars, they can be heard 2 floors up here in an enclosed commentary booth. That's how loud Aditya is, and that's how good his play is looking so far. Another let's go, but I think that one is wide. He's not convinced. He's going straight to referee Byron, who is in no mood to entertain him.
Out call. The score at 6-0 on to become 7-0 if the ball is in. If the ball is out, it's side out, 0-6.
Beautiful angle this off championship court as we wait for the review. Referee Byron going close to that big screen, waiting for a confirmation from his end once he sees the replay. And the DJ entertaining one and all with his beats. But let's take a look at these shots. Now this is the one in question. This one right here. Has it clipped the line? Wow, these are such tough calls.
Looks outside.
Instantly Armaan says it's out. Take a look at that. Take a look at that. Looks out to me. Super close, but I have to go without.
Finally, we agree in the com box here. I genuinely think it's out as well. Maybe a little flash of oh no, he seems to be celebrating. He seems to be celebrating, which means he reckons it's landed inside.
And Byron says it's in.
It's in.
As we look at referee Byron straight from our com booth, he has just signaled in. So Aditya Ruhela has in fact raced ahead to a 7-point lead.
Hold on, don't serve yet.
in 8 minutes. I mean, we were literally talking and suddenly we looked up, it's 5-0, and then suddenly we looked up again, it's 7. Really, really wouldn't want to have an embarrassment of a bigger margin, which we say it's already gotten. Serve is now broken, which means Bhatiya Sahab needs to come back.
Let's go!
Not really. Yet another let's go from Aditya, which means he's broken the serve. I don't even need to watch the game. I can just hear the let's go, and I know he's either broken the serve or got a point.
Contrasting story this for the Bhatiya brother, because his brother Armaan moments back was racing ahead in the first game. He was in full command. On the other side, Armaan is having a difficult time, but interestingly, Armaan is known for his comebacks. That's his style of play. He's not the fastest of starters from whatever I've seen of him.
Well, it reminds me of Usain Bolt, who wasn't the best off the line, but God, everybody knows what he did when he got into full flow. We're hoping for the sake of the game that he does come back stronger. Well, he just breaks the serve. It's not a point yet. Still to open his score. Well, from where we're sitting, it looks embarrassing, but again, ask any athlete, it's never over till it's over. So don't put him out of it as we get another let's go, which means the service is broken yet again. Aditya has tasted the blood, now he wants to eat the entire carcass.
Incredible start.
8-0.
Gets that break, much needed in the world of pickleball. Should you win to 0, it's called a pickle. We haven't seen a pickle so far, Chinmay. Are we in store for one here in the first game?
I've seen a few bagels in my life, never a pickle, and I'm sure Bhatiya Sahab ko nahi chahiye. Ah, there we go. Just as we said it, this is the blessing of the commentator, not the curse, as he finally breaks into the scoring of his first point in the quarterfinals. Just like that, point number 2.
Momentum. We say that often in all of sport. But 1 point leads to 2. Can this be the comeback? Make that 3 now.
Thank God, I was just going to crack a huge Manchester United Arsenal joke, because every time I say 8-2, all I can remember is United back in the day. Like any United fan, I live in the past. Humiliating Arsenal 8-2. Completely different things nowadays.
Let's go!
Let's go is what I hear. That means the Aditya train wants to go again. The team engine right now, raring to go.
Timeout, receiver 9-3, 1 minute.
6 points separating the two athletes. Two really good performers on a pickleball court, and this time the start has been nearly perfect for Mr. Ruhela. Can he keep it going? See a change in fortunes now. Taking his time on the other side. Aditya ready, raring to go. Wow. That doesn't happen too often.
Only the second time today I've seen it, so I would imagine not so, and that looked like an overzealous, overexcited shot. And he made him pay instantly as the deficit now reduced to 5 points, and again we've seen comebacks. Is this one we're witnessing again? Yeah, wayward shot there. Sarthak, what do you reckon? Lack of concentration?
A good cover drive. Not a bad one. We love our cricket, don't we, in this nation?
I think the change in jersey and another error on serve, something we haven't seen all day, just once before this, and now twice in 3 serves. Not, I think both the players a little too excited. That break maybe gave them a little too much hype.
Armaan breaks under immense pressure. Now he has to win 5 points to level things here. A big ask.
Well, he forgot the let's, just the go. That's how quickly he wants the game to end. All right, this could seal game number 1 of Aditya. Not to be. We'll have to wait a little longer. Service broken.
5-10.
Good reflexes there. Pushing Aditya back, making him wait to taste the honey. Not yet, he says. Not yet, I'm still here. Knocking on heaven's door, I guess. What a shot!
Wow! That's an ATP, has to be one of the shots, not only of this tournament, but probably of the year across all pickleball in the world. Armaan Bhatiya, a thing of beauty there.
I think that's thrown Aditya off. He clearly seems to be struggling here. Simple shots that he was executing with ease are now troubling him. Rightly so, taking a little break, getting a sip of water, even though I promise you I don't think he's thirsty. Needs to break the momentum, needs to come back. I believe it was 5-0, went up to 6. And again, this is how sport can change in an instant. You give them a little bit and they take it all. But it's not over yet. It's 10-8, and Sarthak, I reckon that it's to win the gold.
Receiver, you
Go
have
all
one
the
timeout
way.
remaining. Server, you have 0 timeouts
I mean, this
remaining.
one has to go the
Time
distance.
in.
What a turnaround in the first one from Armaan Bhatiya now. What a comeback story this could be.
Let's go!
Was that a little sneaky through the leg shot I saw there?
A tweener. Take a look at this. A trick shot between the legs. You saw an ATP, now showing us what his tweener skills look like. On the other side, Aditya's roars, his grunts, his fist pumps continue. This rivalry is currently the best in terms of Indian pickleball. Both of them in red hot form.
I would imagine they've seen a lot of each other, played a lot against each other, which makes the game even better. No surprises, no surprise elements. They know each other's tricks, but even then, the little tweener got Aditya excited, gave him a sneaky clap, didn't want to show him too much appreciation because they're still in the midst of battle.
9-10.
Brother Armaan Bhatiya, tense look on his face. Had a tough three-game contest. Now, this one's just come down to a difference of 1. Who saw that?
It was 10-5. It was 10-5. So fantastic covering up. Oh, sneaky, sneaky.
9-10. No.
10-10. The deficit is now gone.
Listen to the noise. Listen to the crowd chanting his name. They're loving it. Armaan Bhatiya.
2 minutes.
Out of nowhere. How did he do that?
I think Aditya is livid with himself. He's let a 5-point deficit go, and clearly coming out of nowhere. This is fantastic stuff.
6 points on the trot for Mr. Bhatiya. The Bhatiya brothers love the first games, don't they? Aryan won it, and now Armaan does it too, but the story with Aryan Bhatiya was a little different. Dusty Boyer came right back. Now can Armaan close this? That's the big question. And like Armaan shared, his brother got into the game just 2 months back. Armaan He's had a lot of memories on the other side, playing on this very court for a little different sport, lawn tennis. He said some heartbreaks, some glorious memories, lots of tennis experience that Armaan has had over the years, but now indeed India's pickleball sensation, and the mental fortitude from Armaan Bhatia has to be commended. That was just way too good. And Aditya has to really forget that one, because if that plays in his head, it's all over for him.
Yeah, it's certainly playing on my mind. How can you do that? And I'm sure any human being would be thinking about it. But that's the difference between a mere mortal and an athlete. You need to compartmentalize your thoughts, get back to it, get hard, get strong. Let bygones be bygones, not dwindle too much in the past. As we've seen, comebacks are truly king on
15
center
seconds.
court.
Gentlemen, game 2, timing 0-0.
Aditya back to his usual ways, looks like it. Starting game number 2 in style. Breaks the serve.
0-0.
His first point of the second set.
This is a different Armaan Bhatia. He has come alive, Chinmay.
Mohammad Azruddin was known for his wristy work. Well, Armaan's like, buddy, hold my cup of tea, I got this.
0-0. Side out.
Making it look so easy. But not too sure if that's been... No, that's been called out. He is... Look at the
0-0.
effortlessness on that forehand. So good to see that motion is so smooth. Now makes a statement with that smash.
That felt personal, Sarthak. There was a little bit of animosity there. He stuck his hand in, looked at him, saying, buddy, I ain't going
0-0.
anywhere.
Side out.
Still not a point one
0-0.
in set number 2. Good to see a fair bit of support for both
1-0.
the young lads playing today. Always good when you're playing on your home turf.
Side out. 0-1.
Backhand inside out goes wide there from Armaan Bhatia, but you have to feel at this stage, at this point, with the kind of lead, a 10-5 scoreline in the first game for Aditya Ruhela, he doesn't have the momentum because it's been snatched away with that win in the first one by Armaan Bhatia.
1-0.
Whatever I know of these two gentlemen, they're not ones to give in. They will fight tooth and nail.
Just as we saw there, literally looks like a tug of war between a lion and a bear. None of the sides willing to give way, fighting for their lives. And what's great to see is post every point they're celebrating like they've literally won the finals. Smiles on the face of people all around as well. They enjoyed the action.
Point. Timeout receiver 3-0. 1 minute.
Taking his time. Armaan quick to the bench there. Wants to rest up, wants to just calm the nerves. This is very similar to what happened in the first game. He didn't get off to a good start, but then the comeback. But again, appreciating Aditya Ruhela for the fact that he's again pressed that reset button. Forgetting whatever happened in that first game. Very impressed with this. Now can he keep it going?
Do you still have a favorite in this or too tough to call?
It's super tough. I mean, just look at them. The court coverage in particular, they return everything back. That one extra ball, that is what makes the difference, and they believe in that. That's what they thrive on. Everything's coming back at you, no matter which side of the court, which angle you create.
If I were to ask you to pick a
15
favorite right
seconds.
now, I'll tell you what. Let me go. I think I'm
Receiver, you
going to
have
go
one
for
timeout
Armaan.
remaining. Server, you have two
And
timeouts.
I think that
Time in.
makes things a little more interesting in the
3-0.
com box. That we pit each other against each other and those players as well.
I like the choice. In fact, given how Armaan managed to come back from a 5-10 deficit, I think that's
0-3.
a calculated choice. Not that you would have said that at the start, because you waited, you took your time. And it just shows how much mental fortitude that man has. But I'll still say it's even Stevens. I mean, from my side, difficult to pick one. Because Aditya and Armaan, they're known for these going the distance matches. They push themselves to so many of these deciders. And you
3-0.
just see the scoreline on in the first game. That's an example of it. 10 each. And it ends at 11-10.
Side out.
And just what the doctor ordered for Mr. Ruhela. He's got a 3-0 lead, but unfortunately, Aditya has the serve now.
Zero three. Side out. 3-0. Okay. We have a challenge of out call by Mr. Ruhela. The score is 3-0. If not, it will be side out. No, 4-0. Yes, it will.
Not very clear as to what's happened on center court. We'll get back to you with some images there. We can see what the confusion might be. Look carefully. Look carefully. Seems pretty in to me, but then again, my eyesight has failed me today on multiple occasions, so don't trust the commentator, especially if his name starts with a chin and ends with a mae.
After video review, the ball is in. Therefore, it's a side out, 0-3. I'll call the score again. Time in, 0-3.
Gets that deep serve, and look at Aditya Ruhela charging into the kitchen line. The darker shade of the blue, that's the kitchen. And
3-0.
he's saying it's in. He's so confident. He's signaling towards the crowd, and wow, was that serve in now? That's the question.
Side out,
No, called out. Armaan Bhatiya gets the break now
0-3.
with his serve.
Armaan's a fighter. He's digging deep. You can see started off very slow. But Sarthak told me quite early in the game he's known to come back from sticky situations, and boy was that a sticky one he's come back from. Looking good right now with a 2-point lead, but guess who heard a let's go again and giving the sneaky calma, calma.
Keep it low once when I'm distracted by this.
3-1. Side out. 1-3.
to have clipped the line. Yes, it has. Again, from a 3-2 to 1 point separating them.
2-3. Side out. 3-2. Side out. 2-3. Side out. 3-2.
Nothing to separate these players, as we can see. It seems like they've been playing for an eternity, but we're still not even midway through set number 2. You can just see how much is taken out of the players slowly. I wouldn't say they're getting sluggish, but this is where fatigue sets in, and the test of endurance and your stamina starts taking a toll on you. Thoughts creeping in. This is mind over matter, truly.
And interestingly, the reason these matches are longer, these quarterfinals on the men's side, is we're seeing a lot of breaks of serves. So what happens is you can win points only on your own serve. Both Armaan and Aditya haven't been winning points on their own serve frequently. So when you keep winning points on your own serve, which we saw in the women's quarterfinals quite a bit, it becomes, it's faster. The points end up faster, the games finish faster. Here it's consistent breaks of serves. Both are relentless.
4-3.
Not a lot of overhead smashes in this game. I've seen in men's and women's. I think it's even though it looks like it's a great time to do it, I think patience is a virtue you truly need, or you do develop as you become a pickleball player. You can see there is no favorites here. Definitely, just like a pendulum keeps oscillating from side to side. You can't really pick a favorite, even though I sneakily have. And he's down by a point right now.
No, interestingly, now he's a point ahead.
4-3.
Favorite, Armaan, puts that one into the net though. Doesn't want that. That's the last thing he would like. Gives the break away quite easily.
Do you reckon Aditya takes advantage of this, or gives it back? Give me a quick prediction before the serve. I think he gives it back.
I feel the same. Wow, both of us keep our mouths shut. Aditya sending out a statement to us as well.
Side out.
Smashes that one with some venom. And it's 4 apiece. This is the story of this rivalry. 10 apiece, 4 apiece, thrillers, deciders, that's how they have always been. There's so little to separate between these two supreme athletes.
4-4.
Lapse of concentration there. Should have got it done and dusted with. You can see a little bit of fatigue. It's the later part of the day. The weather will be getting cold, which means your muscles get tighter quicker, and you're running, so your body is going hot, cold, hot, cold. Not the best play. I mean, if you're a spectator, great place to be because the weather's getting lovely. As an athlete, there you can see just in this contest alone, we've had 3 faults in serve, 3 errors rather on the serve. Not generally seen too much. Another slightly wayward shot by Aditya. Things haven't been working for him too much after that jersey change. Well, I don't really believe a lot in superstition, but Trust me, most athletes do. You can see him talking to himself, miffed a little bit. Doesn't think he's making the right decisions. Wipes the sweat off his face. Needs to regroup ASAP. A lot at stake here. It's a place in the semi-finals. This isn't a joking matter, and you can see it on both their faces. They know what it means to them.
Long reach, long arms of Aditya Ruhela, but still not enough to send that one over the net. 5 each. Endurance all the way. Patience massively needed. Ooh, inside out forehand goes wide. Had a look on that one. Passing shot. Doesn't get enough on that. Just the right shot.
Just a little too much, yeah?
He didn't go for the down the line, which is a wise decision. Went over the middle part of the net, which is the lower part. Less risky shot, but still couldn't get that inside the court. Now Mr. Ruhela has raced ahead. Are we seeing a decider?
Like I said, this is the first game of the evening which somebody like me who loves brashly calling calls is saying too close, buddy. Slipping away from Armaan. He needs to come back. I know 2 points is not too much, but this could be it.
Seven-five.
By the higher part of the net this time now. The break achieved. Armaan has to win 2 points to level this on his own serve. Wow, backhand cross court. This time well inside the sideline. 1 point separating them. Take a look at this. So good, that angle. Exquisite.
6-7.
All day long, Armaan Bhatiya can keep pounding these backhand cross courts and setting center court on fire. 7 apiece. What a contest.
Made that look easy. I can assure you it was far from it. Far from easy. Aditya speaking to an inanimate net saying, buddy, come on, give me something. Like I told you a little while ago, luck plays a big part, and of course so does your talent. Both need to smile on you on the day. Both of them have practiced immensely. Can't separate them on talent. So we'll have to see who gets those little calls, who gets those little luck, who gets it going when the times are tough.
It's truly is between the ears, because like you said, in terms of skill, talent, the technical proficiency, nothing separates these two.
15 seconds.
They're so good with their ground strokes, so good with their serves, the returns, the all court play in all departments. Even the fitness and the endurance, just top notch. It really comes down to who blinks first. And nobody is blinking so far. I mean, it's 7 apiece. Wow. After a 10 each first game.
Side out.
Even the shots that have been going wide, Chinmay, they're so close to
7-7.
clipping that sideline.
Side out.
As that touched the baseline, Aditya asking referee Byron, was that out? Was it? With the finger? Nope. Wait, take a look at this. Now this is where Aditya will signal. Is that out? And Byron says yes. And now Armaan loses his own serve. So we still stay on 7 each. You can only win points on your own serve. When you break, you do not get a point.
Soft hand, but too soft there.
Point.
This game definitely not for the faint-hearted. If you have blood pressure issues, anxiety, take a walk. This is going down to the wire. Literally a slot in the comp box, slowly standing up and just admiring the class that are Armaan and Aditya, the battle of the A's.
Two of India's best, without a doubt, up there, and this rivalry is much talked about.
Go, baby, let's go!
Aditya Ruhela with that massive fist pump looking towards the Indian fans cheering him on, and of course some of his teammates, they played together, they trained together. He's pumped about it. Can he take this to a decider?
He'll have to if he wants any chance of surviving this. Had a great lead in the first game. He's forgotten all about that. He's here to party, he's here to play hard. He wants everything and he wants everything now.
Speaking of the now, you can watch all of this on Pickleball Now, Zoom, Times Now, Mirror Now. The Times group is here, well and truly has arrived alongside the PWR DUPR India Masters, the PWR World Tour in Dubai a few months back. And what a massive lineup we have coming ahead, starting with the PWR DUPR India League, PWR World Series. It just gets bigger, better, bolder, and a massive shout out to the Times group.
This again, that is a live game going on, but not when it's a high octane game like this. End-to-end stuff, always fun to watch. Animation on the pitch,
Receiver,
players who've been hungry to win
timeout.
and want, because that's the idea of sports. You have to defeat the other player to win, and that comes sometimes by stepping over them. Of course, both these players have done that with grace so far, as we see. The ball just going out of bounds. Not much separating these players. Not much, I can promise you that.
Let's take a look at this one again. The inside-out forehand. Looked out, hit the net tape and landed out there. The sheer depth on that shot from Aditya Ruhela. And the roar from Mr. Ruhela. He's 2 points away from taking this to a decider.
Service broken was part one. Part two is demolition. We'll see if he has what it takes.
Explosive. Top quality pickleball on display here. Went hard, Aditya. Everything kept coming back from Armaan's paddle. Just top notch.
Little creepy crawly friends being attracted to the lights, but nothing creepy or crawly about the style of play of both these gentlemen who've been fantastic in almost every facet.
You know!
9-7.
Broken again, and as we were speaking, the pendulum shifts yet again. If this keeps oscillating any further, I'm going to get giddy, Sarthak. Come on, buddy, just pick a winner and let them go.
Topsy-turvy, a roller coaster ride indeed. Armaan makes it a difference of one. Story so similar to the first game. Are we heading to another 10 each?
8-9.
broken again. Aditya looks like he's in the driver's seat, but for how long? 1 point away now, 1 point away from going into a decider. Unless Armaan pulls up another gear and decides to show up again.
On his own serve. Can he win this and take this to the third? Aditya Ruhela. Not so easy. Not so soon, says Armaan Bhatiya. And that's exactly what he's been saying since the first game. A 10-5 lead for Aditya Ruhela in that one. Came back to win 6 straight points, Armaan Bhatiya. Is something similar brewing here?
You know what he's like? I'll tell you after this point.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
Really? I was just going to say he feels like an H in the middle of the back you can't get to. He just won't go away. But just as my thoughts were going there, serve broken, and the pendulum shifts and oscillates yet again.
10-8.
Lost his balance, but not the point. Service broken again. Over to you, Armaan.
2 points to level things on his own serve. Taking his time. On your screen in the black jersey, Armaan Bhatiya.
Oh, baby, let's go!
How good was that?
What a shot. That's what we came here to see. Giving us our money's worth. Armaan tried everything he could to get even close to the ball, just couldn't. The power of Aditya reigning supreme yet again. Still not over though. They just won't give up, they just won't die, they just won't go into the night. Both of these gentlemen want it hard. And what does it do? It gives us an entertaining piece of sporting beauty to watch. Each and every person in this arena thoroughly entertained.
Wow! Flattens that forehand cross court. Reduces the spin and some bite on this forehand. Wow, wow. Reminds me of a certain Juan Martín del Potro, who won the US Open, one of the biggest forehands in the tennis world. That was some forehand from Mr. Bhatia. He's 1 point away from another 10 each in a thriller here on championship court.
Because one of these gentlemen will not be there. Whether it's Armaan or Aditya, the next 20 odd minutes will tell, or it could be the next 5, who knows.
9-10.
Let's go!
Serve broken. Could this be what Aditya needed, the impetus to get back into this game? 1-1 would look great on the board and really help his confidence.
He drops that barrel down, sends out a message to everyone, all the doubters, everyone who thought this wasn't going to a third, and talk of spirit. He went straight to Armaan and sort of just said, this is what we are made of, buddy. This is what we bring to the pickleball world.
Trust me, Armaan didn't like that. He's seen it, he's absorbed it, and he's letting it sink in. We'll have to see. These things tend to bite you in the backside sometimes. Sometimes it works. We've seen that with Ronaldo where it works in his favor time and time again. And there have been times where certain athletes try doing that and it bites them in the backside. In the next 15 minutes, we'll have a champion of this particular match who will go on to the semi-final. Who will it be? I have no idea.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the PWR DUPR India Masters. We have the best match of day one on display, underway here. Truly worthy of a final. We've said this time and time again.
1-0.
Armaan, Bhatiya, Aditya, Ruhela raising the standards once again, showing us what mental fortitude and what sheer skill sets mean. The best India has produced in the pickleball fraternity.
Just as you said that, little error there, but that's part and parcel of the game. It's been fantastic to watch so far. This is it. No more games between them after this.
1-1.
Winner takes all.
Side out. One. Point.
Very few players able to generate that sort of power on the backhand as seen today. Aditya had no issues. Generally, right-handed players use the backhand to slice, create a bit of advantage with the angle and the backspin. Not Aditya. Juicy stuff right there.
Just too good. The hand-eye coordination, the reflexes these two show is just remarkable. They're able to read each other's shots so well. You sort of anticipate, tend to have a read on what's coming next. But in spite of that, take a look at those score lines. Really, nothing has separated them throughout this whole contest.
Brilliant shot. And trust me, that's not a word any of us use that loosely. But this has been nothing short of brilliance today. Fantastic to watch. And as Sarthak said, they've raised the standard and they've also raised the roof. You can hear the crowd getting into it now.
Just too good. Just
4-2, 1 minute.
incredible. Now take a look at this. First, the angle. Secondly, how deep it was in that corner. Everything about that forehand inside out, just so good. Taking his time. Words of wisdom from his buddies Harsh Mehta there. They play a lot of pickleball together, doubles partners. Harsh offering some words, some strategic advice.
And did you see all the eavesdroppers behind, poking their nose and ears inside to see what pearls of wisdom are being shared there? Because clearly, on the ground, there's nothing that separates these two
15
athletes.
seconds.
Brilliant stuff, brilliant.
Receiver, you have one timeout. Server 2, time in. 4-2.
Making him dance to his tunes now, Aditya. Really wants it bad. You can see it, how much it means to him. Celebrations have gotten a little more subtle, but I can promise you the intensity is still 110.
Two-point cushion for Armaan Bhatia, but it's Aditya's serve, which means he can win a couple of points at the least if he holds two serves. He holds one, difference of one. The fist pumps haven't stopped. The energy levels, the intensity in this quarterfinal is just a different level.
Side out.
There, the serve is broken
4-3.
for what feels like the 1000th time in this game. And yet again, another serve is broken. Ball goes out of bounds. Aditya on the driver's seat again. Will he be able to accelerate? Then you about 30 seconds. broken again. Broken again. Last three serves have been broken back to back to back. Will they make it 4 in a row? Aditya livid with the net, but trust me, buddy, it's an inanimate object. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help you.
4-3.
And yet again, 4 in a row. 4 serves broken in a row. Nothing, absolutely nothing separates these two athletes. This probably also makes sense because they've played each other so much, which is why they know the ins and outs of each other. A lot of players who haven't played before struggle, not with these two.
Single-handed backhand, one of the most beautiful looking shots in this sport, in tennis as well. You know the likes of the Roger Federers, Richard Gasquets. They've had Stan Wawrinka added to that list, and you could go on, but
4-3.
really adding to that beauty, Aditya Ruhela in this sport with his single-handers. But this moment is about this man. Armaan Bhatiya is in control. 2 points the lead now for the man who doesn't speak too much, doesn't say much, lets his paddle do the talking. In terms of his rows, we haven't heard much, but he'll just let the paddle do more of it.
What a shot there. What a shot there. My God, just stand and admire, regardless who you're supporting. You can just stop, smile and say, that is genius. That truly is God's work on centre court.
Really, it doesn't matter who you support, because this is a win for Indian pickleball. When your two best athletes are playing such high quality pickleball, and this is up there with the world standards of pickleball. That's how good they are performing.
You can see the excitement, even like I've said a couple of times, for the crowd getting into it. There's a chill in the air, there's a nip, but centre court is truly hot, on fire right now.
6-3.
A lot happening, a lot being said, a lot being heard. But what matters is the scoreline. And right now,
3-6.
Mr. Bhatia is very much in the driver's seat. But like we've seen time and time and time again in this match,
3-6.
everything changes with one good serve.
That smile hides a lot of emotions, everything happening on center court.
Out of bounds, livid with himself there. Really could have made that count, but like I said, it's also been a long 3 sets. Players are clearly tired. The nip in the air is just getting colder and colder. They'll be feeling stiffer. They really need to dig deep. Dig deep. That's a shot he would not enjoy watching on a replay.
Taking his time on the serve, Aditya Ruhela. Wow. That smile, he's upset. He definitely doesn't like that. And makes the most of it. His opponent, Armaan Bhatia, now with a 3-point lead.
In the final set, that could be a big difference, because look, we've seen comebacks happen, but there's a lot of pressure on both of these gentlemen, purely because this one decides who goes through. And trust me, with what's happened in today's game, there will be a strong celebration from whichever athlete wins. That much I can promise you. There's been a lot said, a lot done.
15 seconds. Receiver, you've got 0 timeouts remaining. Server, you've got 2. Time in. 7-4.
Looking for that slice, Aditya, but the pressure is doubling now. 4 points the lead.
8-4. 1.
Slowly losing it there, Aditya, as we can see the game slipping away from him. Needs to make amends,
9-4.
now, or he'll be the one sadly shaking Armaan's hand. Oh, the net does not favor him. Slaps it right back into his corner, and the service yet again has been broken. But 5-point deficit. Whew.
4-9.
Tough hill to climb.
5-9.
1 point at a time. If you are Aditya Ruhela, that's all you should be telling yourself. And that's how these two operate as well. We've seen that.
Short serve, side out.
That's the last thing you would have wanted after winning the previous one. He's given away his serve. That reaction sums up everything. Now Armaan Bhatiya 2 points away from winning this. He gets 1 and he gets 5 opportunities to book a spot in the semi-final. After having trailed 5-10 in the first game, came back to win that, lost the second, and now has 5 points, 5 opportunities. And he just needs 1. He just needs 1. Armaan Bhatiya is through to the semi-finals, pointing towards that heart, signaling towards the heart, and it was all heart indeed. Sheer will, sheer mental fortitude. Take on a pickleball court. They win hearts. You see a new set of fans for both Armaan Bhatiya and Aditya Ruhela. Each time they entertain us with such high quality performances on a pickleball court. And remember these names for all of you who are new viewers, watchers of this wonderful game. Remember the names: Aditya Ruhela, Armaan Bhatiya. They're here to stay. They are the present and the future of pickleball in India and across the globe.